arrived at Hotel Gombel, a luxurious hotel in Samarang known for its grand architecture and breathtaking views. The hotel looked stunning during the day, but there was something unsettling as the sun began to set. The staff greeted me with warm smiles, but I couldn't shake the growing sense of unease. On my first night, I felt as though something was watching me. The room's lights flickered without explanation. I tried to sleep, but strange noises started coming from the walls, whispers and the sound of things moving. I checked the room and found nothing amiss, but the fear lingered. I decided to open the window for some fresh air. As I did, I saw shadows moving outside, even though there was no wind. It felt as if something unseen was watching from beyond. Room 13 is one of the most infamous and frightening rooms in the hotel. Many guests have reported eerie occurrences, screams at night, moving objects, and unseen figures. I felt challenged to stay in this room and uncover the truth. Upon checking into room 13, I felt an unnatural chill, even though the weather outside was warm. I tried to calm myself and sleep, but as night fell, the atmosphere grew even more disturbing. I heard strange noises that sounded like heavy footsteps outside the door, despite it being locked. I opened the door to check, but no one was there. When I returned to bed, I saw a shadowy figure standing in the corner of the room. The figure slowly moved closer, and I felt as if something truly horrifying was right in front of me. After a nerve-wracking night, I began researching the hotel's history. I discovered that the site was once a Chinese cemetery that was flattened during the Dutch colonial era. I visited the local library and found archives revealing that the hotel was built on a highly controversial site. Some documents mention strange occurrences and supernatural activity around the area after the cemetery was leveled. I also found reports of staff experiencing possessions and sightings. They often felt chased and heard unexplainable sounds. I found an old book detailing various occult rituals and tragic deaths on this site. As I read it in the library, I felt something strange like a cold hand touching my shoulder from behind. The hauntings became more frequent when I returned to the hotel. One night, I woke up to see a gender-reveal figure standing by my bed. The figure had a terrifying face and empty eyes, staring at me intensely. As I tried to move, I felt paralyzed, like my body was unable to respond. I could only stare at the figure in fear while eerie sounds grew louder around me. I eventually managed to move and turn on the light, but the figure vanished instantly. After the encounter, I found cold, damp footprints on the floor of my room, leading toward the door. It felt as if something had just exited the room and left its mark. I continued experiencing strange occurrences in room 13. One day, I discovered an old video recording showing terrifying events in the room. The video depicted eerie figures and horrifying screams. When I played the video on the TV, the screen suddenly lit up with disturbing images from room 13. Strange noises started coming from the TV, and I felt as if I was trapped inside the nightmare. I tried to turn off the TV, but the frightening images continued and became more vivid. I saw angry, terrifying faces as if they wanted to break free from the screen. Part 6, Mystery Behind the Walls. In my quest for answers, I found a hidden room behind the walls of room 13. This room was filled with occult artifacts, strange symbols, and items that looked ancient and menacing. As I entered the room, I felt an intense cold and heard whispers growing louder. The walls were covered in ancient symbols that seemed to hold dark power. I felt as if something was watching and threatening me from the darkness. I found an open book on a table detailing dark rituals and curses. As I read the notes, I heard a whisper in my ear, as if someone was trying to warn me. I decided to talk to some of the hotel employees about their experiences. They shared various unsettling occurrences, such as possessions and sightings. One employee recounted seeing a ghostly figure standing in front of his door, staring blankly. They also revealed that many were frightened and unwilling to return to work at the hotel. The atmosphere grew more tense with every story they told. One employee showed me an old photo taken in the hotel area, which showed ghostly figures in the background. The photo seemed to reveal something terrifying that couldn't be explained. On my final night at the hotel, the tension reached its peak. I decided to explore further and found a secret room in the basement filled with occult artifacts. This room seemed to be the center of the dark power controlling the hotel. As I entered the room, I discovered notes and drawings of rituals showing that the hotel was built on a powerful and malevolent site. I felt overwhelmed and anxious, realizing that this place might be more dangerous than I had imagined. As I returned to my room, I felt like something was following me. The sounds of footsteps and whispers grew closer, and I felt trapped in a nightmare I couldn't escape. With growing fear, I decided to leave Hotel Gombel. I felt as if I needed to escape from something truly terrifying. As I checked out, I sensed a threatening presence in every corner of the hotel. As I left the hotel, I saw shadowy figures in the windows of room 13. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was still following me, even after I left the place. As I was outside, I heard whispers in my ear as if something was trying to warn me about impending danger. I felt trapped in a nightmare that I couldn't avoid. After leaving the hotel, I did further research and found that many guests and employees had similar experiences. I discovered reports of sightings and strange occurrences at the hotel that were never publicly shared. Hotel Gombel harbors dark secrets that will never be fully uncovered. The terrifying events at this location are the result of supernatural forces that defy explanation and a curse surrounding the site. I realized that even though I had left the hotel, the darkness and terror I experienced would forever haunt my mind. Hotel Gombel remains an unsolved mystery shrouded in darkness,